Now maybe I need to explain to House members what Section 1 is. I explain it to them every single Rules Committee meeting. But I say to them, you know, if you want a bill onto the floor of the Senate, there's a few things you have to do. You have to come to me to put the bill on the floor of the Senate. And I have to put it in Section 1. That's what I do as chairman. The lieutenant governor of this body had decided when he took over that we were going to have an open process. And let me tell you, the Rules Committee is pretty much an open process. We put bills in Section 1, and the committee members pick the bills. Early in the session, there may only be 2 or 3 bills, so we just put the 2 or 3 on and move on. But when it came to the last day of Rules Committee, there were close to 100 bills in Section 1, including House Bill 303, including the bill that he wanted. Of the 17 members of the Rules Committee, I've spoken, I think, to everyone at this point in time, and I've asked them a simple question. Did Carl Rogers come to you personally and ask for that bill? I have not had a single Rules Committee member say that he did. But he went to the well about 2 hours ago and he said, I'm not going to be the Senate, the Lieutenant Governor, the Rules Committee Chairman's whore. That's what he said. The Lieutenant Governor and the Rules Committee Chairman killed my good bill on children, and it's terrible that they killed it. Now let me tell you something. That bill, if it was in Section 4 on the last day, if it was in Section 3 on the last day, it was in Section 5 on the last day, I killed it. By definition, I didn't let it go to Section 1. His bill was on Section 1. And I've not spoken to a single committee member that he worked. The second thing I tell the House members at every meeting, and if you're on Rules Committee, you hear me say it. You need to come see me. And I spend time in the House chamber talking to members. I have House committee members sitting there talking to me all the time about bills. And I have open accessibility. But once I put it to Section 1, you need to get a member of the Rules Committee to move the bill. And I think everyone understands it. Maybe he doesn't, but everyone seems to understand it. He didn't talk to a single member of the Rules Committee to move the bill. Now, he can impugn my integrity all he wants, but he should not be impugning the Lieutenant Governor's integrity. The Lieutenant Governor had that bill in Section 1. I had that bill in Section 1. He didn't move. I guess he assumes if he shows up to Rules and asks for it, that's all he needs to do. Now, maybe, and hopefully he just misspoke. But I believe he went way over the line by saying we killed that bill. He had every opportunity to try to move that bill. The bill was in Section 1 and was available. And we just need to be careful on our side as well as they need to be careful on their side when we start impugning people's character and integrity, because the Lieutenant Governor has character and integrity, and he did not do anything wrong, immoral, illegal. It sounds to me like we just had one person in the House who didn't do necessarily a great job of pushing for his bill. And I apologize for taking this well at this late hour on this moment of personal privilege, but I'm a little bit upset with that. And I wish we hadn't gone down that road. Thank you very much.
Senator from the 14th, the Dean of the Senate is recognized.
Let me take a moment to reiterate what the chairman has said. In 1992, the 1992 session, 1991-92 session, it was my responsibility, I wouldn't say it was a privilege, to chair the Rules Committee. I don't think any of you know I don't think there's another Rules, well, I know there's not another Rules Committee chairman in this Senate. You do not know what a difficult job the senator from the 9th has faced. I do. He has faced a very, very difficult job. He is a gentleman of manners and of grace, and his staff is also. That is a tough, tough, tough decision. And I want to repeat on behalf of the Senate, since I have had that role and worn that hat and walked in those shoes and had that difficult assignment, I want to publicly thank him for the manner, for the grace, and for the fine job that he has done and made our Senate proud. The Lieutenant Governor has opened this Senate up to all members of the Senate. He's opened up the Rules Committee to all members of this body and the body across the hall. They've been given a fair shake and an honorable shake, and I think our Lieutenant Governor and the Senator, I like to kid him and call him the Senator from New Jersey, has done a wonderful job, and I think they deserve another standing round of applause together with their staff.
Well, I think the Rules Chairman does a fine job, and we're very blessed to have